good evening. You're watching a brand new episode of The Nation Wants to Know, and I'm Deepti Sachdeva. The Nation, and obviously you, the viewer, today would only want to know what happens to Arvind Kejriwal next. Will he continue to be in the custody of the Enforcement Directorate, or does Arvind Kejriwal get any relief? And if he continues to be in the ED's remand, remember, does he also continue to be the Chief Minister? Or someone new from the Aam Aadmi Party is going to be the Delhi's Chief Minister. A lot, remember, hinges on what could happen in the next few minutes. Do remember, just in case you're tuning into the broadcast, it's been a day of hectic political activities, right from the Supreme Court, where first the Arvind Kejriwal moves a petition to withdrawing that petition, to the Rouse Avenue hearing the entire case, to the Enforcement Directorate calling Arvind Kejriwal the kingpin of the entire Liquorgate scam. To Arvind Kejriwal saying, "Mera pura जीवन देश के लिए समर्पित है." Remember, the story, ladies and gentlemen, no longer is just about the legal battle. It's become purely political, extremely sharp showdown right now between the Aam Aadmi Party, the Congress, the entire opposition versus the BJP. Even right now as we speak, remember, any moment now we are given to understand that the order is expected to be pronounced by the Rouse Avenue Court that has heard the entire matter. Significant details that have also been accessed in the remand copy here by Times Now. And interestingly, I want to bring you a highlight of what has happened so far. Remember, the Enforcement Directorate here has expanded the ambit of Section 70 of the PMLA, this to include political parties. Not very long ago, you would recall that even the Supreme Court had asked the Enforcement Directorate that if you believe the proceeds of the crime have actually gone into the Aam Aadmi Party, will you make the Aam Aadmi Party also a party here? As in, is it also a beneficiary, and will you also name the party in this entire charge sheet? Now, interestingly, the ED says that the Aam Aadmi Party has benefited out of the Delhi liquor policy. They have used 45 crore from that for the Goa elections. And as the convener of the Aam Aadmi Party, then Arvind Kejriwal has been named an accused on behalf of the party and arrested. And that is why he has been called the kingpin of the entire Liquorgate scam. We'll have a panel of guests joining us in just a moment. We'll also try and get Bhavtosh, who's been tracking this story very closely. Remember, Times Now has accessed the remand copy that details point by point on what really this Enforcement Directorate reason has been for ensuring a 10-day remand for Arvind Kejriwal. But in the middle of all this, if you're wondering what is Arvind Kejriwal doing, has he said something or not so far, he has made a statement. He continues to be defiant, he plays the victim card, and he says, no matter what, my life is dedicated to the service of the nation.
अविंद सर कुछ कहना है, कोई संदेश सर?
मेरा जीवन देश के लिए समर्पित है और चाहे अंदर हो या बाहर देश के लिए काम करना है।
अविंद सर कुछ कहना है, कोई संदेश सर?
मेरा जीवन देश के लिए समर्पित है और चाहे अंदर हो या बाहर देश के लिए काम करना है।
So Arvind Kejriwal, in his typical style, Bhavtosh says, "मेरा पूरा जीवन देश के लिए समर्पित है." He realized that he has to play the victim card. No matter what, the charges are pretty damning. They are very, very serious. And in case the ED here, Bhavtosh, is able to prove these charges, it could make the matters worse for a party, Bhavtosh, that has its genesis in the anti-corruption movement. But what really are the top 3 highlights from the remand copy that we've been able to access so far?
Well, as far as the top highlights or the main points of this remand note is concerned, one of them is that finally, as the probe entered the last phase or the last lap, is that Arvind Kejriwal has now been called the key conspirator or the kingpin of the alleged excise scam of the scrapped excise policy 2021-22. He's been called as someone who conspired with K. Kavita, Manish Sisodia to make sure that the policy formulation is in a manner in which it suited the South group, who managed to get 9 of the 32 retail stores, who in turn made sure that the kickbacks continuously went to the Aam Aadmi Party. And as a in a benefit to them, the wholesale price, profit margin increased for them from 5% to 12%. But trouble is in fact mounting more for the party which has recently got national status, primarily because the fact that the role of Aam Aadmi Party as an accused has been mentioned. They have said that it's a beneficial company. Because it's a beneficial company, the party members or the office bearers of the party are under the scanner. Now, who all are the party members or the office bearers? We all know founder member of the party included Arvind Kejriwal. He was the national convener. N.D. Gupta's statement, who is the presently the treasurer of the party, his statement has also been recorded. But briefly, Deepti, this is not the only case in which Aam Aadmi Party is under the scanner, but even in the Jal Board case, Arvind Kejriwal has already been served one summon, and ED has already said that a part of that dry money went to the Aam Aadmi Party.
Absolutely. Yes. So, this obviously not just becomes legal, also a lot of politics that being played. And let's not forget, ladies and gentlemen, the elections are around the corner. The Prime Minister has been making a larger pitch, a larger talking point that ye sare bhrashtachari ek saath ho gaye hain. That is the narrative that the BJP has said so far. You pick an opposition party and there are serious allegations of corruption. In the middle of all this, let's not forget what happened also with K. Kavita. Just days earlier, remember, where she was also picked up in the entire case, whether she turns an approver in the case or not. But she has allegedly informed the Enforcement Directorate of the money transaction that possibly has taken place. Again, like I said, this is just in the realm of allegations right now. This is what the Enforcement Directorate said. And all that money, the agency believes, has gone in for the Goa polls. And that, they say, is the quid pro quo. That is the alleged money trail. In the middle of all this, we have seen a day of hectic developments right from the Supreme Court to the Rouse Avenue Court, and we are still awaiting an order from the Rouse Avenue Court. Abhishek Manu Singhvi, someone who has represented Arvind Kejriwal in the court earlier today, and the entire opposition has gotten together. They earlier visited the Election Commission of India, and they say this is witch hunt. We are all being targeted right now. And this is because the BJP is running scared of the opposition, is what they claim. Let's quickly also listen in to what Abhishek Manu Singhvi has said as he put forward those claims and the larger opposition narrative of them being targeted.
जिस प्रकार का गैरकानूनी एक्शन लिया गया है, वो भी लेट रात को लिया गया था। एकजुट होके इस मामले में गए हैं। हमने चुनाव आयोग के साथ विस्तृत रूप से वार्तालाप किया। ये सिर्फ एक व्यक्ति या व्यक्ति विशेष या पार्टी विशेष का मुद्दा नहीं है। ये मुद्दा व्यापक इसलिए है क्योंकि ये सीधा संबंध रखता है भारत के संविधान के मूल ढांचे से, जिसको आप बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर कहते हैं।
Let's also introduce our panel of guests joining us. Remember, our team of reporters is continuously at the spot awaiting what the court has to say in the entire matter. R.P. Singh Saab is the national spokesperson of the BJP with us. Romesh Sabhaarwal ji is leader of the Congress party. And Ravi Srivastava is a political analyst. He leans towards the Aam Aadmi Party. And let's begin by asking you, Ravi, Kattar Imandar, what all, the Aam Aadmi Party has called itself. And today, just look at the picture. Is this the end of the Aam Aadmi Party and Arvind Kejriwal? No matter what the court says, Ravi, but the point is very, very serious charges of corruption. Arvind Kejriwal is being called the Kingpin, Ravi, of the scam.
Deepti, good evening. First of all, this is nothing new. This has been happening for quite some time. Last 1.5 year or 2 year, we are hearing that Arvind Kejriwal is the kingpin or kingpin, etc. When ED was submitting the summons to him some 9 times or so, ED was keeping that column in the schedule as blank. Whether he is being called as an accused, whether he is being called as a witness or what. Today, ED in the court said first time that he is a conspirator. But then he said he is a chief conspirator. See, Deepti, this kind of charges. See, 45 crore went to the Goa election. In the Goa, that entire election process has completed. Parties have submitted their claims that this is what they have spent during the election. But these kind of charges are flimsy, baseless, and not at all sustainable. The ED said in the court, we want his remand because we want to trace the money trail. I mean, you have not traced the money trail yet, but you want to penalize a sitting chief minister. Another thing which is very intriguing is that after imposition of the model code of
tell
conduct...
me something honestly before I take this to Romesh and also to RP Singh Saab. Do you believe this dents the Aam Aadmi Party and Arvind Kejriwal in the run-up to the big battle of 2024?
Absolutely not, because people trust Kejriwal. They know very well. It is not Delhi alone. This is Delhi, Punjab, and wherever people have voted for Aam Aadmi Party. This is just not going to make any impact on it because people know his work. They know the schools, they know the hospital, Mohalla clinics, they know the 1 crore payment to the martyrs' family, they know the women's safety, they know the roads, they know the water, they know electricity. All these things are known to people. They know that Kejriwal works. When he goes to election, he asks for it.
If I have not worked, that enough good has been done by the Arvind Kejriwal government in Delhi and Punjab, and this might backfire on you, is what the Aam Aadmi Party says. RP Singh Saab.
Well, Delhi can't forget एक बोतल के साथ दूसरी बोतल free. Delhi can't forget liquor vents at next to each Gurdwara, Mandir, or next to the schools. How can Delhi forget that? And how can Delhi forget 3 children died because of the wrong medicine prescribed by the Mohalla clinic, and 6 were hospitalized? So, I mean, they have their narrative, but Delhi knows a hard fact. But gentleman was saying there's not a iota of money trail. Sir, there's a gentleman named Rajinder Singh Solanki. He was contesting election on Aam Aadmi Party ticket from Bardoli in Gujarat. And he was caught red-handed with 20 lakh rupees. And when he was caught, he said, "Mera isse kuch lena dena nahi. I have nothing to do with this. This money belongs to this man who's my driver. He's the angri." The word was used. He is the angri between Delhi Aam Aadmi Party and the Gujarat Aam Aadmi Party. He's a conduit who fetches the money and money is distributed here. And there's a case, police case against him. So these are the hard facts. You can deny it. And also, I mean, give me a second, give me. And I'll just say, give me a second. I have to play a small audio for you. Here it is.
का घोटाला क्या है? शराब का लिकर स्कैम क्या है? लिकर स्कैम सीधे अब ये एस्टैब्लिश हो गया है कि कम से कम 100 करोड़ की रिश्वत ली गई.
This is not me.
कम 100 करोड़ की रिश्वत.
This is Ajay Makhan, the Congress leader.
Yes,
Mr. Sabhaarwal,
I know what you must be playing, sir, because I am not in the studio. I am not in the studio. I am on the Kartavya Path. But I get a sense. You are obviously trying to, show this video. I think this could be Ajay Makhan. And very famously, there are a number of leaders in the Congress who have said this. They have said Arvind Kejriwal is responsible for the liquor scam. All that is fine. But does this also not, betray the nervousness of the BJP that otherwise is so confident in Delhi? You win 7 out of the 7 seats. But before I hit a break, Romesh ji, would you quickly want to respond to this video that RP Singh Saab has put out? Take 10 seconds, sir, and please respond to this quickly. Why are you friends with the Aam Aadmi Party today is what the BJP is asking.
You are asking me? You are asking me?
Yes, sir.
Hello, are you getting me?
Yes, Romesh ji.
Good evening. Why we are supporting our party?
We can hear you loud and clear.
Why you are supporting our party? Ma'am, we have identified the 2 enemies of the country. The bigger enemy is Mr. Modi, who has done the electoral bond scam, so much huge amount. They want to deviate the people attention from that. That's why they have put Kejriwal into bars. That's why they have said yesterday they have arrested Kejriwal. Kejriwal, if he has done some mistake, law will take its own course. We are not going to support. We will not. The timing is wrong. The timing is wrong. The election commission. Election commission.
Okay, you say, Romesh ji, the timing is wrong. What about the scam? You believe that there has been a scam or no scam,
sir? Timing is wrong.
And 9 warrants thereafter.
I feel that.
Romesh ji, there has been a scam.
I feel that there is a scam because I fought election against him. I don't know.
Okay.
The bigger scam.
This is
Modi
significant.
scam.
Romesh
There
ji
is
of the Congress
the
says,
electoral
I
bond.
believe that there has been a scam. I believe there has been a
And-
scam. The timing is wrong. Okay, interesting,
Definitely.
interesting. So you are nuancing your position.
Yeah.
Romesh ji,
It's a-
Ravi and
it's an
RP Singh
election
Saab,
game.
allow me some time. We quickly will head into a break. But on the other side, we are back and we will continue to ask questions of opposition parties and the Aam Aadmi Party about issues of corruption. Also waiting for that big order from the Rouse Avenue Court on Arvind Kejriwal any moment now. All right, welcome back. Remember, we could have an update from the Rouse Avenue Court on what happens to Arvind Kejriwal any moment now. The court earlier in detail has heard the arguments that have been made by the Enforcement Directorate that have called Arvind Kejriwal a kingpin. The ED was seeking 10 days of remand for Arvind Kejriwal. Will that be granted or not? We'll know in the next few minutes. Even as we speak, remember, there are updates that the judge right now is dictating the order. So we'll quickly try and see if we can get Bhavtosh or Priyank back with us. And we also have a team of guests that continue to stay with us. So as we'll have an update from our team, let me see if we can squeeze in a word with RP Singh, Romesh Sabhaarwal ji and Ravi Srivastava. Ravi, what happens if Arvind Kejriwal is going to be sent in the custody of the Enforcement Directorate? Will Arvind Kejriwal continue to be the Chief Minister in Delhi is what people today and citizens in the national capital are asking, Ravi.
What the cabinet minister of the Aam Aadmi Party, Atishi Marlena, has said on record that he will continue to be the Chief Minister of Delhi. He will continue to discharge all the responsibilities. Now let us wait how
Why,
the
Ravi?
things turn
Why?
up. But allow me to respond
Why?
to
Why
my
can't
friend.
you have another Chief Minister? Why can't
because
Arvind Kejriwal delegate that responsibility to someone else?
That is party's prerogative, how the things turn up, but he has a right to continue as a chief minister. He is a sitting chief minister, he is an elected chief minister. Constitutionally, he cannot be removed from his position. That's a fact. Now, another thing is I want to tell that if the ED had been investigating the things properly, the electoral bond scam, entire cabinet of the Modi government would have been behind the bars. Entire cabinet of the Modi government would have been behind the bars.
Ravi, interesting that you call electoral bond a scam, but Liquorgate for you is not a scam, even when Romesh ji of the Congress says it is a scam. I think I've run out of time, but Romesh ji, do you want to say something? Should Arvind Kejriwal be allowed to run Delhi from the jail? Should that be allowed? What does the Congress think, sir?
Hello. I'm not listening what they're saying. आवाज नहीं आ रही.
Okay, can't hear Romesh ji, but I've run out of time. Thank you to RP Singh Saab, Ravi and Romesh ji also. We are tracking what happens to Arvind Kejriwal. Back after this very quick break.